Danny and Michael, for the second set.
How'd you do?
Nice to meet you. Everybody knows each other now?
Yes, thank you.
Thank y'all for being here again.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor.
And all that distance.
Thank you so much. It's so gracious of you, both of you, to come tonight. Thank you so much.
It's great to be a kind of deputy mayor.
Oh, yeah, for one night.
Yeah.
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 And we didn't even hit the town yet.
We could change things.
We could. That,
Yeah.
Right, you're honorary mayors tonight, so you can
Yeah.
sit down now.
wow, that's.
We could make McDonald's sell hamburgers with meat in them. We could.
Yeah, that's good. It's a possibility.
Oh, you're all looking at us now, so it must be us. Right, okay. So, apologies about the bagpipes. There'll be more of that later on.
Yes, wonderful.
Yes, it was.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Is that the Pied Piper? No? So they say, I think I've said this before, the definition of a Scottish gentleman is somebody that can play the bagpipes but doesn't. I'll wait. Okay. No, on you go. No, carry on, because it's probably quite important. What do you have every year?
The bagpipes in the Presbyterian church.
Somebody else said that.
Big, yeah, they're the same church.
Is it the same piper?
Yes.
What's his name?
I don't know.
Do you know what his name is?
We have them every
Yeah,
year.
well, we can check that out.
Years and years.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
a big deal.
And how many people go to your church?
Yeah, well, not as many as should.
I read something in New York, and there's a big sign up that said, more important people are moving away from the church and closer to God. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's just I don't know. I'm not. There are good churches. I know people say I don't go to church because I went church once and I didn't like it. But I've been to a bad pub and it didn't stop me going to another one. You know, so yeah. But yeah. So a piper in churches. I must look into that. Okay. I get carried away. Whose handbag is this?
That's nobody's handbag that holds the mic stand up.
So I can't move it then?
It's full of rocks.
Okay, I'll move. It's fine. It's McDonald's hamburgers, yes. So this is a song I wrote quite a while ago. We have what do you call your service people, and thank you for your service, military, all that kind of stuff. But you call them first responder. Any first responders in? Nobody. Wow. Anybody know a first responder? Yeah, good. Okay. So I always thought that the first responders, like the military guys, they go to war zones and stuff like that, and they see some bad stuff, and they deal with bad stuff, and they come home. Can you imagine being a cancer nurse on a cancer ward for 30 years? Do you know, or a firefighter, or a paramedic, or a police officer who's dealing with that stuff every day for this 30-year service? And there's no parades, there's no medals, there's no, so yeah, this kind of struck home. This song really did well for me in the UK and Ireland as well, and I got a bigger cheque for $50.23. Yeah. We were able to buy a drink in Fredericksburg. Not both of us, just one of us. $28 for a sandwich in Fredericksburg. Anyway, I don't want to go there. So, as a police officer, I used to know a lot of colleagues that would keep a photograph of their loved ones in their pockets, and it got them through stuff. So this is called Coming Home, and it's for all the guys and the ladies, because people forget it's not just guys that are in the army. There's ladies in the army as well, in the military, and they do the same stuff. It's for all those that did come home, and it's called Coming Home. My sweet love, how I miss you. I've been gone for far too long. I just called to say it's all over now, and this man is coming home. Home to where my love is waiting, where my family can live free. home to where this war is fading, where my heart was meant to be. My darling, kiss my children, tell them daddy loves them so. I will hold them in the morning, I swear I'll never let them go. Home to where my love is waiting, where my children can live free. Home to where this war is fading, where this man was meant to be. This crazy war did some crazy things to me. I've seen so many things a man should never see. But then I look at your picture and I catch my breath. Walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I've been there, now I'm coming home. And I see that smile that I know so well, march right up to the gates of hell. I've been there, now I'm coming home. Yes, I look at your picture and I catch my breath. Walk through the valley of the shadow of death. I've been there, now I'm coming home. And I see that smile that I know so well, I marched right up to the gates of hell. I've been there, now I'm coming home. Thank you.
Like that song
Thank you.
very much. A little bit on the same theme, Michael. We didn't know we were going to do this,
No.
but I thought about a couple of days back. We were down in Pensacola. They had one night for the Gold Star families, and for the all the veterans. It was a big fundraiser to help them out and stuff like that. I did a song actually. I wrote it while I was in Canada a couple of years back. But as we travel, doesn't matter where you travel in the world where there's veterans, not all of them are being taken care of, whether you're in the United States or Canada and others. But I probably shouldn't have introduced the song the way I did, because I'm a little bit stronger tonight for it, because when I left Ireland in 1970, I left from Shannon Airport in Ireland, and I did not know that some almost 40 years later that my son would be landing at that airport with a bunch of Marines on their way to Afghanistan. And so, because I remember when he joined the Marine Corps and went to Afghanistan, I was very, like any father or mother would be afraid, you know, especially when it's your only son, you know. But anyways, I have been involved with the military since I came to this country, with one way or the other, and being on the tarmac when General James Livingston, Congressional Medal of Honor, was retired from the Marine Corps, and I was honoured to sing a song on the tarmac, which to this day it's a bad memory for me, because I was wearing my turquoise suit and everyone else, there's a whole Marine battalion, and there's a Marine Air Force base, there's helicopters, there's generals, there's everybody from the Pentagon there, and I'm going out on the tarmac wearing my turquoise suits and a blue shoes. I look like Irish Superfly.
Oh, man.
I was, because I love, when I came to America, I used to wear these clothes because I love that clothes. I used to get New York City, when I was doing gigs in New York City, people would stop me, man, love you, I dig your trades, you know. And all the Irish guys would kept walking. We don't know this man, you know. But anyways, I think there's a lot of talk always been about veterans from all the different wars. We've that some of them come home, and we just sometimes need to do our bit as well, you know. So this is a song about that. Yeah. Far away across the sea, our heroes fought to keep us free. Some of them were wounded sore, some won't come home anymore. They're given all they had inside. They turned away from home and shire, from killing fields, such courage shown. Oh, we're so glad you have come home. They held the line, won't you understand? They showed such heart, they played their part. Walk with them across this mighty land. Won't you show them that you understand? This song calls us to unite. Red, white and blue will show a pride. Think about their sacrifice. So many paid the highest price. Sisters, sons, fathers, brothers, daughters, cousins, children's mothers, give together, heart and hand. Let's help these vets across these lands. They held the line, won't you hold their hand? They shown such heart, they play their part. Walk with them across this mighty land. Won't you show them that you understand? They never ask, as we all know. They have served their country so. Now hard times they face each day. Now it's time for us to say, from now on us you may depend. Throw away your soul at journey's end. Your courage brave, all we have learned. Come now, let the tables turn. They held the line, won't you hold their hand? They showed such heart, they played their part. Walk with them across this mighty land. Won't you show them that we understand? Won't you show them that we understand?
Good song, man. Good song. Standing ovation. Great song, great song.
Yep.
Danny's a wonderful songwriter, and I wish I'd met him many, many years ago and we could have conquered the world together. Playing for you guys,
Still
but
time.
there's still yeah, absolutely, absolutely. But you were talking about your, I can't imagine a turquoise suit, really.
Yes, I was the worst mistake I ever made in my life. But I did address the journal. I said, "I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to wear a turquoise suit on your retirement." He says, "Mr. O'Flaherty, you're a civilian." Thank you very much.
So that's the difference between us. I see the way we're turned out. Danny's a professional. top to toe professional. I'm like a bag of a burst
No,
couch.
no,
Yeah.
no,
I
no.
like that your shirt matches the coloring in your tattoos. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you coordinated that.
That was intentional, yes. I'll tell you how uncoordinated I am. I was standing outside a shop in Glasgow waiting for my wife who was shopping, and this guy passed by and gave me money. True story. So now my wife says, don't wear your homeless anorak. Prior to that, it wasn't a homeless anorak, it's just one I liked wearing. Anyway. This is one I haven't recorded yet, and it got me thinking about, I'm a Christian.
Yes.
No, I don't. Yeah, you don't want an applause for that. Somebody asked me, when did you become a Christian? And I say, every day. Yeah, every day. Because it's not. But churches are funny. I just see the humour in most things. I really do. I used to go to this church in the centre of Glasgow, and it had a pretty wide population of people, from homeless to very, very wealthy. And it was one of the first churches I went to, and they were kind of out there. It was a bit kind of calling down the Holy Spirit, all that kind of stuff. So they called people forward for prayer, and one of the kind of homeless guys came forward, and the elder said, what can we pray for you? And he says, it's my hearing. And all right, okay. So they're putting their hands over his ears, and they're calling down the Holy Spirit and all this kind of stuff, and they stand back and they go, so how do you feel? And he says, well, my hearing's not till next Thursday, so it's but I do see the humour in that. Anyway, but joking aside, there is a prayer, the sinner's prayer. So I thought I really should write the sinner's song, and I wrote this for Steve Earle. Anybody heard of Steve Earle? Yeah. Okay, so I wrote this for Steve Earle. He doesn't know that yet, but he's going to. And unfortunately, I'm afraid it's written in the key for him, so it's a bit low for me. So anyway, it's called the Sinner's Prayer. I don't know you, Jesus, but I've heard that you know me. They say you are a good man who wants to set me free. But some say you won't like me when you hear the things I've done. That's why I keep on moving with my back towards your son. No, I've never met you, Jesus, but I'm sure that when I do, you will turn away in horror when I stand in front of you. But if I ask you for forgiveness, though I really don't know how, will you really change me from the man I am just now? If you really will forgive me for things I did and didn't do, listen to my story. Will you let me walk with you? Will you take away the anger and this pain I've felt so long? Will you teach me how to love someone who sings a sinner's song? No, I've never met you, Jesus, and that's why I've come to see if you really are a good man love someone who sings this sinner song. You will take away the anger and this pain I felt so long, and you will teach me how to love someone who sings this sinner song. You will teach me how to love someone who sings this in a song. Thank you. Thank you. As soon as I can afford to. Truth. What's that? I don't know. It'll be part of an album, I think, so it'll be a few $1,000s, I would think.
You know what?
What?
You just recorded that song here in the music.
So I did.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
I have no
Hello, world.
Maybe Steve Earle's watching.
Steve, if you're listening, this song's for you. Yeah, for sure.
It's a very nice song, actually. Really. I'm going to go back to my childhood Gaelic roots for a song, which I haven't done a Gaelic song yet tonight. So, one of the things around the coast of Ireland, whether northwest and west coast, south, most of the old regattas, Rossi in Gaelic, would be going on for centuries. You know, going back even before the Celts came, and you know they've been racing with these boats and great boat builders and stuff like that. And as a kid, you know, we'd go down to the races to watch the sailboats that they built and the rowing boats that they built, and they have a big community get together regatta, and so the song is basically about one of those regattas I went to, and there was one of the people on the stage dance. It was a stage set up for the dancing, Irish dancing and music like that. But there's a guy that he was much older when I was a young man, but he had, when Ireland became a republic in 1922 and joined the family of nations, some of these countries would invite a new country to bring their delegations to those countries to welcome them and into the family of nations. And Ireland sent a delegation to Sicily. And Thomas Heta, we call him Thomas Heta, he represented. He was part of the delegation dancing sean-nós. Sean-nós is a Gaelic word for old style dancing, not river dance, what you see or on television and all the different dance groups now. But this sean-nós dancing is the original dancing that the Celts have had for thousands of years as they travelled westward. So Thomas, he was a great dancer, and I just loved him dearly. And so I decided I had to put him in the song because he was there, you know. So here it is. And the song is called Crinne na Mod, the gathering of the boats. And we see this in a lot of countries, the blessing of the boats and things like that. And so this one's something in the same vein, except it's kind of boat. And then there was the last verse. There was a boat that was built in Chicago back in the 80s, St. Barbara, Neve Barbara. It's like a 47-footer Irish sailboat that they built by Irish guys in Chicago, sailed down the river and down to New York and across the Atlantic. And when they came across the Atlantic, as they were coming into the west coast of Ireland, there was at least 200 small boats and everything to welcome them back to Ireland. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah. Cuinead de stórin gus tarm de lá, amach go dtín féile le crían amá. Be carchaíán agus bád seolta bhrá, ceol agus dam sér an trá. Be carchaíán as cun na mara, chun de chéirí gus dún na má. As árin agus timpeall na gósta, líonach agus cún den chláir. Cuinead de stórin gus tarm de lá, amach go dtín féile le crían amá. Be carchaíán agus bád seolta bhrá, ceol agus dam sér an trá. Be rástín na má seolta go hábhain, be muid breanú was sér an ád. Tá mé áchas mór mílsach do chríosa, tá was cheata sé dam sér an stád. Cuinead de stórin gus tarm de lá, amach go dtín féile le crían amá. Be carchaíán agus bád seolta bhrá, ceol agus dam sér an trá. Be órán go chas san óstán, was an gari green patin le fáil. Sna cuma mar bain was le chéile, croch sosa agus tarm de lá. Cuinead de stórin gus tarm de lá, amach go dtín féile le crían amá. Be carchaíán agus bád seolta bhrá, ceol agus dam sér an trá. Cán mór amór I éireann, mar bhuach sé do loch Pontchartrain. Sa bhfuil cán mór bhád mór ní bhadbe, mar as America tháinig sí néir. Cuinead de stórin gus tarm de lá, amach go dtín féile le crían amá. Be carchaíán agus bád seolta bhrá, ceol agus dam sér an trá.
Not many people realise that Daniel O'Flaherty in English translates into Michael Flatley. That's the same guy. Same.
I wish I had his money. I'd love to have his bank account.
That was great. That was really good. Does anybody want to know what it meant? We haven't got time.
Cuinead the story in this term the law. Come on with me, my child, and give me your hand. Amach go dtí féile le cruinne out to the festival of the gathering of the boats. Bei Corachon, there'd be corachs there, and broad show and wonderful boats. Ceol agus dam side and throw, music and dancing on the strand. Woo!
And now over to the drummer.
Yeah. It was good. Yeah, it was good.
No, I mean, professional artist, drummer.
No.
So this is a fun song as well, because I thought I might as well do the other one now. You know these people in your life that just constantly moan, nothing's ever good enough for them, the world just hates them, you know. So I wrote this song and it's called Shut the Front Door. It was a lot worse than this, but my wife and friends said you cannot sing that. So this is the kind of better version of it. Shut the Front Door. It's on the new album, Heaven Sent Ranch. Hello, Dee Dee, Dan, and Dan's mum in Michigan. Hope you're well. God bless you. Shut the front door. You gotta pull yourself together and give us all a break. You can't keep passing the blame for all your own mistakes. Have a good look in the mirror if you're still not sure. I never want to hear you say it's not fair anymore. Why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself? You better understand you're just like everybody else. Just shut the front door, 'cause you and I are through. The only problem in your life is you. You say you're highly strung, your life's swinging to and fro. There's many wish you were and they'd pay to see that show. But in the orchestra of life, that's why they stuck you in the middle. Because the only part that you don't play is second fiddle. So why don't you stop feeling sorry for yourself? You better understand you're just like everybody else. Just shut the front door, 'cause you and I are through. The only problem in your life is you. You're constantly complaining and moan about your life. How long ago you really had a shot. There's some who'd give their right arm for all you threw away. Be happy with exactly what you've got. So please just stop feeling sorry for yourself. You better understand you're just like everybody else. Just shut the front door, 'cause you and I are through. The only problem in your life is you. No, it doesn't take Columbo to find a missing clue. The only problem in your life is you. The only problem in your life is not me. Yeah, that was it. Shut the front door.
Some years ago, a friend of mine, we were doing some shows up in New York, and we got to know this Michael Robinson and his friends, and they would come see us performing in Manhattan at the Irish Pavilion back in the early 80s. And some years later he said, Danny, I want you to help me with the song here. And he said he had sent it to Pete Seeger, and Pete never got back to him because they lived across the valley there in Beacon, New York. And but they eventually Pete got back to him and says, where did you get that? well, it's not finished yet, but he said, of all the songs I've written in my life, I would love to have written something like this, he said, So he wrote down all the sheet music and all. He's well able to write music and put it on sheet. And Michael sent it to me, and I said, "Oh, wait a minute. I mean, this sounds good, but it needs a chorus and needs a few bits and pieces." So, anyways, I kind of, Pete didn't want no credit for it at all. He just said, "Listen, this is not my song. We wanted to put his name into it, and we did it anyways." But regardless, anyways, here it is. There's a lot more to this in the scriptures about when Jesus came down to earth to be with the young, always with the young folks, and he figured that these are the ones that were going to change the world. It's the young ones, and so the song is about that kind of thing, Chop, 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 chop. There's one, there's one, there's one. Chop, 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 chop. There's one, there's one, there's one. I stopped one day at my chopping pile. A child was near. I said, "Come, child, come, Kender. Fine kindling. You can start a blaze with a great big log. It's the little ones that will do the job. Come, children. Fine kindling." Jesus came to start a fire upon this earth, and he knew the precious worth of kindling, of children. Come, children, fine kindling. Chop, 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 chop. There's one, there's one, there's one. Chop, 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 chop. There's one, there's one, there's one. There was a man named Peter. He knew a man named Martin. He knew a man named Gandhi. He knew a man named Francis. He knew a man named Jesus, who said, "I came to start a fire upon this earth." And he knew the precious worth of kindling, of children. Come, children, fun kindling. Wherever there is hatred, we need to start a fire. Wherever there is violence, we need to stroke the fire. Wherever there is hunger, we need to feed the fire. Wherever there is violence, we need to spread the fire. Wherever there's despair, we light it everywhere. We light it everywhere. Jesus came to start a fire upon this earth, and he knew the precious worth of kindling, of children. Come, children, fine kindling. A twig of understanding, a spark of tender mercy, a flame of sweet compassion. We bundle you together with a little spark, there's love. With a little spark, there's love. Love, love, there's love. Love, love, there's love. Jesus came to stand a fire upon this earth, and he knew the precious worth of kindling, of children. Come, children, fine kindling. Jesus came to start a fire upon this earth, and he knew the precious worth of kindling, of children. Come, children, fine kindling. Chop, 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 chop. There's one, there's one, there's one. Chop, 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 chop. There's one, there's one, there's one, there's one.
Great song, man. Great song. It's a magical song. Yeah, lyrics. It's interesting you were saying, Danny, about New York. This next song kind of comes from that. I was blessed to do a gig in Greenwich Village a few years ago, and I wouldn't do the accent, but this guy, broad New York guy, said, I was Googling and, I read that Glasgow was the murder capital of Europe, which is where I live. And I said, well, yeah, it was at one time, a few years ago. And he says, yeah, but you guys don't have any guns. That's pretty tough. And I thought, well, I never really thought of it that way. There's a lot of gangs in Glasgow, and we do like baseball bats. I think per head of population we have more baseball bats over there, and I've never seen a game of baseball anywhere. Seriously. So this next song was written. Have anybody seen the TV series Peaky Blinders?
Yes.
No, it's something great. So this was written for that. And it's basically the stories about gangs in Birmingham just after the First World War. But it could easily be the gangs of Glasgow, gangs of any area. And it's called Dark Days. It's a dark song, sorry, it's not a sing-along. But the first line came to me, and it was, his mood was darker than a funeral suit on a wet November morning. And that just wrote itself. And it's a movie, so... so it's called Dark Days, and it's not on the new album, but the new album is much better. Hi, Dee Dee, Dan, and Dan's mum. His mood was darker than a funeral suit on a wet November morning. Betrayal on a major scale, he would strike back without warning. It was the road that he had chosen, though he never had a say. Wild horses in her unstable mind brought them to this day. These are dark days, days of thunder, wind and rain. These are dark days, days of hunger, sin and pain. These are hard times that can drive a man insane. These are dark, dark days. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, had to be that way. But sense is never common when you must have the final say. And if he turned the other cheek, it'd be a curse more than a blessing. So he drew first blood and taught them well a hard and final lesson. These are dark days, days of thunder, wind and rain. These are dark days, days of hunger, sin and pain. These are hard times that can drive a man insane. These are dark, dark days. She could quote the 10 Commandments and the lessons that they taught. The only one she still remembers is thou shalt not get caught. And you must learn to love thy neighbor, she heard the preacher say. But creeping in again at 4 a.m., God didn't mean that way. These are dark days, days of thunder, wind and rain. These are dark days, days of hunger, sin and pain. These are hard times that can drive a man insane. These are dark, dark days. These are dark, dark days. We live in dark, dark days.
Oh.
Thank you.
The island that my mum is from, and I grew up on, I grew up basically on the mainland and on the Islands, the big island, which is like 10 miles long, maybe the widest part is 3 miles. And there's a lot of monuments there going back to the first tribes that came to Ireland 3,500 years ago, and they're still visible today and all that. But then when St. Patrick came to Ireland, it brought Christianity to Ireland. Some people say that it was there before he came, but anyways, he's the one that converted the pagan religion to world religion, the Catholic Church, and then the landscape of that. His disciples later, a lot of the. There's a book called "How the Irish Saved Civilization," in the 6th, 7th century when Europe was in bad shape. I think Mike Cahill wrote the book, I think, and it's about all these monks, saints that went out to all the way Central Europe, Bavaria. There's statues of Irish saints in all over Europe, and there's all these monastic settlements are built. Some of them being wrecked by the Viking invaders back in the 8th, 9th, 10th centuries. But before that, and the Iron Islands, Saint Enda was this patron saint, and there was a monastic settlement on the east side of the island. On the west side of the island, there was Ní Brachon's church. Ní Brachon came probably in the 6th century from the mainland and built this monastic settlement. And back in those days, people visit. People, you think today we have airplanes and boats and cars, but people were traveling.
You've got an airplane.
Yeah, but there's I don't know how they would make pilgrimages from Rome to this monastic settlement, and there's a Roman cemetery there. Students from Rome, so there's very serious stuff, and so anyways, I co-wrote a song with a friend of mine about angels in twilight, because if you go to the Iron Islands, for those of you who go, history is right in your face. Yeah, you don't even have to go to the library. Just it's all there in holy wells and all that. And I used to, grow with my Mo. We used to go to the holy well and some of the saints and do the rosary there, and then go around the chapel, and every time there was a little holy well, you'd throw a stone into the holy well, and some little ladies in the village would clear out the well, take the stones out, so for the next people for the next week. It was really, it's a very interesting place, spiritually, really. Friends in the future, on this isle of dreams, drink hot devil whiskey and walk the boreens of lost lonely summers, where winter saints searched for mythical rhymes in the Brecken's church. There's angels in twilight, shadows in rain, testing our courage and riding the strain. There's angels in twilight, shadows in rain, testing our courage, and they all know our names. We rode through the storm to this Isle of Saints, 3 magic kingdoms where Saint Brendan came. Inishmore, Inishmon, in small Inishir, where the meaning of home will always be clear. There's angels in twilight, shadows in rain, testing our courage, they're riding this terrain. There's angels in twilight, shadows in rain, testing our courage, and they all know our names. They dance among us, chasing devils from fields. The winter chill whispers our dreams and our fears, but the secret of forever will help us survive those mythical rhymes in those magical times. There's angels in twilight, shadows in rain, testing our courage, they're riding this train. There's angels in twilight, shadows and rain, testing our courage, and they all know our name. Honig sé go dín tilan, Fado and law, ne brachan on tanem, as come den chlod, agus lau sé ledie, yn glor go hard, agus when you sé on shachrod, a vi sé a raw. There's angels in twilight, shadows in rain, testing our courage. They're riding this train. There's angels in twilight, shadows in rain, testing our courage, and they all know our names. Testing our courage, and they all know our names. Woo!
That's a great song. Beautiful song. Yeah, yeah. I hear you. So, I don't know how to follow that, but this is audience participation time.
Yeah.
And it's from the new album, and this is for you, Dee Dee, and Dan, and Dan's mum. They live in Heaven Sent Ranch, and in the hills of Texas, the hill country, and they've really been so good to me. This is called Wild Horses, and the chorus goes. You need to try and sing this best you can. She's a lady who walks with wild horses, with the dogs who are thrown in the streets. She's a lady who talks with wild horses, and they will find peace at her feet. That's it. But
nice.
I'll sing one, but I'll sing the song. But
Yeah.
if you can come in, that would be great. They would love it. Okay. Try and remember this. You guys okay there? Some funny noises coming from the far side. And you didn't even have the pizza. Yeah, okay. Wild horses. Oregon's ghost is just a memory. The pain and the hurt have now healed, and the man with her heart lies beside her. She smiles with his love she now feels. The Lord sent an angel straight from Michigan, prepared for a time such as this. He helped her to dream, to trust and wish again, and to finally know who she is. Sing if you can. She's a lady who walks with wild horses, with the dogs who are thrown on the streets. She's the lady who talks with wild horses, and they will find peace at her feet. Beautiful. The road that she walked, it hasn't been easy. With one stroke, she was near the abyss. He led her through darkness to a place where who she is. She's a lady who walks with wild horses, with the dogs who are thrown on the streets. She's the lady who talks with wild horses, and they will find peace at her feet. The hills above comfort, they ring with laughter. Their heaven on earth looks like this. And the ghosts of the past, they bow in silence, because they no longer get to say who she is. Sing. She's a lady who walks with wild horses, with the dogs who are thrown on the streets. She's a lady who talks with wild horses, and they will find peace at her feet. And she has found peace at his feet.
Thank you so much. I think at the end of, I think the last weekend, I'm not sure the date now, over in Jasper, I'm doing a concert for the stray animals and cats. There's a lot of animals, dogs and cats being roaming around, you know, and so I've been asking the shelter for the past couple of years, you know, let me do something for you to help you, you know, do the spading and all that, help you. Yeah, there's so much. I think I've saved something like 25 animals for the past 10, 15 years. Yeah, it's really, yeah. But anyways, I'll take. I just, you know, if you're over in Jasper at the end of November, I'll be doing a little concert there for all the stray animals.
So, Danny, you like dogs and cats, right?
Love them.
Yep. You didn't mind sleeping next to our 4 dogs last night, did you?
No, I'm all right.
Sleeping about 6 feet from about 4 dogs.
Can I tell a quick story about that? So last year I stayed here in probably the same room Danny was in, and in the morning I had no underpants or socks, and I looked out in the cage, and one of the dogs had stolen them through the bars, and yeah.
And then we have a parrot that started talking to me, and he thought a woman was in there with
No, that was a woman.
Sorry, Alex.
Sorry, Danny. Sorry.
That's good. I like it.
Yeah.
Some years ago, there was I can't remember. There was a lady up in Wisconsin or somewhere like that. I don't know. Like her name is Sue, and she found she did a huge discovery of a T-Rex. One, I remember her name. Can't remember her last name, but she donated to the museum in Chicago, and this is. I mean, they brought it from. No, it was in Dakota. It's in South Dakota, I believe. South Dakota, and they brought it to the. Eventually, they put it together at the museum in Chicago, and I said to myself, you know, kids going to the museum and they see this humongous, you know, T-Rex, whatever, and it might scare the little ones, you know. So I thought we should write a song about this. So we wrote a song called "Waltzing with Sue." And the next thing was we sent it up to the museum in Chicago, the History Museum, and they wrote back a legal letter saying that if you record this song, that we will sue you. So we changed it to blue because, so, but tonight I'm going to do Sue. Woo! So I'm going to do Sue tonight. So all you guys out there from Chicago, here, this is what you're missing.
So the people in Chicago have nothing to do with this. It's Danny.
Let me see if I can remember it. Waltz with Sue, waltzing with Sue. Do you want to waltz with Sue? Left foot, right foot, whirl all about. The best dining dancer all around. Waltzing with Sue, it's so easy to do. Come along, sing along, waltzing with Sue. And that's the chorus, if I can remember it myself. She's the best dino dancer in prehistory, all the way back to 10 billion BC. I wish I was back then, like a fly on the wall, watching those dinosaurs dance at the ball. Waltz with Sue, waltzing with Sue. Do you want to waltz with Sue? Left foot, right foot, whirl all about. The best dancing dinosaurs all around. Waltzing with Sue, it's so easy to do. Come along, swing along, waltzing with Sue. When you're waltzing with Sue, all your cares disappear. Although she's a dinosaur, you have no fear. Just watch those T-Rexes, they gracefully sail all over the forest, but do mind their tails. Waltz with Sue, waltzing with Sue. Do you? I'm going to get this right. Waltz with Sue. Left foot, right foot, whirl all about. The best dancing dinosaurs fell all around. Waltzing with Sue, it's so easy to do. Come along, swing along, waltzing with Sue. He whirls all around with his dinosaur feet. Watch out for the potholes he makes on the street. Even the waltzing with Sue, it's so easy to do. Waltzing with Sue, waltzing with Sue. Do you want to waltz with Sue? Left foot, right foot, whirl all about. The best dancing dinosaurs all around. Waltzing with Sue, it's so easy to do. Come along, swing along, waltzing with Sue. Everywhere, waltz with Sue, waltzing with Sue. Do you want to waltz with Sue? Left foot, right foot, whirl all about. The best dining dancer all around. Waltzing with Sue, it's so easy to do. Come along, swing along, waltzing with Sue. All you folks in Chicago, don't send me no more letters, because Michael will answer them and make them real better. So go back to Dakota and sing the song. Instead of being blue, just sing all along. I'm just making this up. Waltzing with Sue, do you want? Because we're going in real trouble tonight. Left foot, right foot, whirl all about. The best dancing dinosaurs all around. Waltzing with Sue, it's so easy to do. Come along, swing along, waltzing with Sue. I'm going to have to go back and relearn that song. That's what happens when you pick him out of your pocket to bring him.
I can't really follow that with a sad song. I really can't. I'm trying to think, what other happy song do I have? Okay. I don't know. So, the happy song. This is my wife here, sitting here, by the way. Listen, to be my wife, she needs a bigger clap than that. I've never done this before. It's from the new album, Heaven Sent Ranch, which you can buy for $10 at the it's called The Happy Song. And it's the only happy song. People say, why don't you ever write happy songs? So I wrote this called The Happy Song. Can't remember the first line. I don't know if you can.
That's really good.
Right. She can Google the first line. So anyway, I'll talk while she's doing that. No, the words are on that. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'll do it after. Once Alex has googled it. This is a song I wrote for her, and Danny wrote a song for his good lady, and songwriters try to find clever ways to say I love you. You know, clever ways, not rather than just saying I love you. Do you know? So at the moment, if you're with somebody you love, turn to them and tell them you love them. I'll look away. Okay. Okay, so I'd have to say, guys, you let me down. Apart from a few people, it was mainly ladies that turned. No, apart from yourself, sir. I did see that. Yeah. So this is called I Love You. Looking back in time at all the words I didn't rhyme, trying to find another line to say I love you. So I write another song about the ways I got it wrong, but another chance is gone to say I love you. I love you, girl, I love you. There's nothing else I need to say. Love you, yes, I love you. I love you more and more each day. So I write a song for you about all the things you do, but it's still not telling you that I love you. Then I write about your kiss, but it's so much more than this. Man, just tell it like it is and say I love you. Sometimes words don't come so easy. Sometimes they hide themselves away. Got it, yeah. Sometimes they have no other meanings. We're not saying what we say. Looking back in time for all the words I didn't write, trying to find another line to say I love you. Oh, yeah. So, sorry, Danny.
You're fine. If you ever wonder, I'm reaching for the stars, or why I'm on that road to that place too far. If you're sometimes thinking why I always smile, or why there is a way to go another mile. The cares of tomorrow somehow disappear. Nothing ever comes our way that we have to fear. There's always a rainbow for both of us to see, 'cause I believe in you and you believe in me. I believe in you and you believe in me. It is the perfect world, our love, can't you see? Oh, I believe in you and you believe in me. Two hearts as one, forever it will be. There is a pathway for both of us to see, 'cause I believe in you and you believe in me. So let's walk together wherever it will be, 'cause I believe in you and you believe in me. All together now. I believe in you and you believe in me. It is the perfect world, our love, can't you see? Oh, I believe in you and you believe in me. Two hearts as one, forever it will be. I believe in you and you believe in me. Two hearts as one, forever it will be. I believe in you and you believe in me. Woo!
Where did that one come from?
We're very romantic tonight, aren't we?
Ah, yeah, absolutely. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes humour doesn't travel. I mean, I've noticed that. When I was 16 or 17, I went to London as I wasn't a musician in those days, I was a drummer. And I shared a flat with, anybody heard of the band The Police? So I shared a flat with Stuart Copeland and three other American people who played in bands at the time, Curved Air and various things. So we'd never met. So I arrived down and we're kind of looking at each other, sitting there, kind of weighing each other up. They'd advertised for a flatmate, and I came down from Glasgow. So I thought, well, I'm going out for some fags. Does anybody want any? And they went, no. So I went away out and came back half an hour later, and Stuart says, did you get any fags? I went, yeah. He says, how many did you get? I said, 20. I said, do you want one? He went, no. So I said, look, what do you think fags are? He went, no. What do you think fags are? I said, they're cigarettes. He goes, oh, okay, so the language barrier was, so it's very difficult sometimes. Humour doesn't always transfer, So like Buddy Holly. Anybody heard of Buddy Holly? How are we doing for time?
Yes, behind you.
For what?
Oh, okay. So he wrote the song "True Love Ways." A beautiful song. Beautiful song.
One of the best songs of all time.
Yeah, absolutely. So he was in bed with his wife, who meant the world to him, and he wrote this song. So the same thing happened to me, and I wrote this song called.
In bed with her what?
I'm doing my Kevin Costner look. Yellowstone. So I wrote this song called "Was That It Then?" Anyway, so it really doesn't transfer, does it? Anyway, do you know? It wasn't that bit you were meant to come in. It was the next bit. We rehearsed it. Do you know? Oh my God! No, I didn't. It's the next bit. No, come in at the next bit. Anyway, moving on. So, Robin Williams. I wrote this song for Robin Williams. I didn't really write it for him. It's for all the people in the world that always make us laugh, but deep down they're not laughing, you know. So if you know somebody like that, go and give them a big hug. Make sure they're okay, because sometimes all that humour. If anybody that knew Robin Williams in his personal life would tell you he never switched off. It was like that always. He was constantly like that, and yeah, I can relate to that. This is called No Place to Go. As I walk around these city streets, and I wonder where my life has gone. Empty spaces, places where we used to meet. Yes, I wonder, where do I belong? There's that crazy man I used to run from. Now he's catching up with me. I'd like to ask him where he came from. But that crazy man is me. I'm just a surplus clown in this circus town. They pulled the big top down before my final show. I was a rising sun, now I'm a setting sun. I was someone's son, now I have no place to go. There's that crazy man I used to run from. Now he's overtaken me. I want to ask him where he came from. But that crazy man is me. Smile and tears that glisten. The crowd just don't know what to do. Now no one laughs and no one listens. It's just a face I'm going through. I rising sun. Now I'm a setting sun. I was someone's son. Now I have no place to go.
Wow.
Hey guys, was it a good idea putting these two together?
So we're open for bookings for house concerts, for bar mitzvahs, for weddings. Anybody that wants to listen to us playing will be there.
That's
Pretty
right.
much.
So I got to tell you, I called Dan. We'll tell a story on Danny now. I called Danny about a year ago, and I gave him this idea. I said, we just met Michael and Alex and loved him, and I want y'all to come and do a show together. And Danny was this long pause. And then I said, hey, Scotch. Danny said, Randy, the Irish don't have any problem with the Scotch. I found out before the show that they don't have any problem with the Scotch.
No, the Scots and the Irish have always got on.
Oh yeah.
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 Watch Braveheart, I'll tell you that. Rah, rah. Thank you, Father.
40 years ago he didn't dance. He had cold hands, lead feet, and he didn't like the band. There's no wit or wisdom drinking by yourself. Take that bottle off that dusty shelf. Old friends will raise their glass, the dreams of yesterday, but old friends will never fade away. 20 years ago she didn't smoke. She drank more pints than all the lads, and we didn't get the joke. There's no wit or wisdom drinking by yourself. Take that bottle off that dusty shelf. Old friends will raise their glass to dreams of yesterday, but old friends will never fade away. Will you be there when I bring the curtain down? Will you remember me when you paint the town? Woo! There's no wit or wisdom drinking by yourself. Take that bottle off that dusty shelf. Old friends will raise their glass to dreams of yesterday, but old friends will never fade away. Woo! 10 years ago she didn't smile. They had no glass or whiskey jar, that was just their style. There's no wit or wisdom drinking by yourself. Take that bottle off that dusty shelf. Old friends will raise their glass to dreams of yesterday, but old friends will never fade away. Woo! Will you be there when they bring the curtain down? Will you remember me when you paint the town? Woo!
know how long we've got, but it's like 2:15 in the morning now.
No.
What's that?
Do a couple each.
A couple each.
That sound about right?
Sounds good.
That's fine. Yeah.
So I was going to do a happy song, but I'm changed my mind. What were you saying?
I was asked back home what time would it be?
I don't know. What time is it back home?
6 hours.
Because people want to know that.
What time is it now?
Yeah.
What time is it?
That's 6 hours difference.
It's. I'll Google it. Excuse me. This is important. The time back home in Scotland, if anybody's interested, is. Thank you.
Wow. So we're keeping people up in Ireland and Scotland tonight.
Excuse me. Where are you going?
I gotta stand up.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
I've got a bad knee, so.
See you later, Kim. You too. Remember that trick. So, okay, a couple each. Okay, I'm going to do this one. The title track of the new album is Heaven Sent Ranch, and that's the name of the place where Dee Dee and Dan stay, wherever you are. You're probably sleeping. I don't know if anybody listens.
And Mom.
And Mum, she'll definitely be sleeping. She'll definitely.
Michael, as well as doing the two songs each, then after that, would you close with the bagpipes for us?
There's always more, you guys. There's always more. Yeah, of course. I'd be delighted.
A little deeper and fill that jar up.
I'd be delighted. Okay, so this is called Heaven Sent Ranch, which is the title of the album, and it's about the place I stay in Texas. And the story behind this was I was playing it briefly. I was playing at Pensacola Beach Songwriters Festival, which we played this year, a few years ago, and this big Texas guy who shall remain nameless, famous songwriter, said to me, "You should play in Texas." I went, "When?" Because that's the way I am. So don't invite me to your house because I'll say when. So we kind of messaged back and forward on Facebook, and this couple, Dee Dee and Dan Kelly, saw this message and thought, and then he went off the radar, and they said, "Look, come and stay with us. We didn't know each other. We'll book your shows. Just come and live with us." However, it was a working ranch, and I didn't know there was a 5 a.m. in the morning. Man, have you seen My Cousin Vinny? That was pretty much it. Anyway, so this is for them, and the album's called Heaven Sent Ranch, and this is called Heaven Sent Ranch. You haven't heard it yet, or maybe you have. No, it's okay. It's okay. No, it's fine. I don't even know who she is. I thought she was with you. There's a place so close to heaven. There's a peace you won't believe, where you can learn to live and laugh and love. A place where you can breathe. We make our living from the things we get. We make a life from what we give. We may not have the answers yet, but we can help each other live. Come to the place where everyone knows your name, where the good Lord gives you one more chance. With that smile on your face, your life will never be the same. Now you can do your own dance on Heaven Sent Ranch. Just like Doubting Thomas would not believe till I was shown. I will not follow any crowd. On a walk that is my own. Now I've seen it with my own eyes, and I know that I was wrong. You taught me how to trust again. You made me feel that I belong. When I came to the place where everyone knows my name, where the good Lord gave me one more chance. With that smile on my face, my life will never be the same. You let me do my own dance on heaven's sand ranch. When my days on earth are over and the good Lord calls to me, beyond the gates of heaven, in the distance I can see, there's a big man standing smiling, with his lady by his side. Two hearts as big as Texas, and their arms are open wide. Now I've come to the place where everyone knows my name, where the good Lord gave me one more chance. I saw that smile on your face. My life has never been the same. Now I can do my own dance on heaven's sand ranch. You let me do my own dance on heaven's sand ranch.
Thank you. Nice there, Michael.
Thank you, sir.
For years, I would do some performances at conventions for the CEC, Council for Exceptional Children, and wrote the song for their theme. They have a Yes I Can award for 27 different disabilities, and from all the way from South Korea to Canada to the United States, they have kids come in for this annual convention, and it's quite amazing. It's to be up on stage with 27 different disabilities and their stories, and you might as well bring a big towel with you because it's just the stories are absolutely incredible stories, and then you have to sing the song. And one year I was singing the song, and I just broke up in the middle of it, and actually the audience, because they get this program and the lyrics are written in the program, so they're singing the song for me, because their moms and dads and their families that come to visit. But anyways, the song is called Yes I Can, so it's a song for empowering, and I suppose we're on our last few songs of the evening, and there's nothing better to put to a song about empowering, and we're very much, both of us, appreciative of you guys coming tonight. Yeah. Got the right key anyways. If you want to climb a mountain and you don't think you can, you will never reach the top if you always say you can't. There are different paths for everyone, we all must understand. Anyone can climb a mountain on a path of yes I can. You can do this or that, oh yes you can. You can make a difference, yes you can. Do the best of what you got, it will surely mean a lot. And I know you'll be the best when you do the best you can. If you want to cross the ocean and you don't think you can, you'll never reach the other side if you always say you can't. There are different ships for everyone, we all must understand. Anyone can cross the ocean on the good ship, yes I can. You can do this or that, oh yes you can. You can make a difference. You can make a difference, yes you can. Do the best of what you got. Do the best of what you got. It will surely mean a lot, and I know you'll be the best when you do the best you can. If you want to love your neighbour and you don't think you can, you'll never get to know them if you always say you can't. There are different ways to love someone, we all must understand. You can reach your neighbour with love, oh yes I can. You can do this and that, oh yes you can. You can make a difference. You can make a difference, yes you can. Do the best of what you got. Do the best of what you got. It will surely mean a lot, and I know you'll be the best when you do the best you can. You can do this or that, or yes you can. Everyone up. You can make a difference, yes you can. Do the best of what you got. It will surely mean a lot, and I know you'll be the best when you do the best you can.
Danny O'Flaherty. So I think we've got one more each, and I just want to say a big thank you to all for making us feel so welcome, because we do.
Yeah.
Absolutely. This is a get to for us, not a got to. I mean, it's just a blessing to be able to do this. Yeah. Big thanks to Randy and Helen for putting this on.
The mayor for introducing us tonight.
No, we're mayors. We're mayors. We're the same.
We're mayors. We're mayors tonight. We thank you for coming.
Big thanks to the main mayor and Mrs. Mayor, bless you, for coming along. I hope you're okay. I hope you haven't been traumatised by what you've seen tonight. And it's been an honour meeting you. Hope you do good things for this city. I'm sure you will, because I think that's in your heart. Yeah. Can I ask you one question? Sure. I think you should run for president, because from over in Scotland it doesn't look too good. And you seem a really nice guy, a genuine guy, and an honest guy.
I can still get up the stairs.
David, I told you we were going to start something.
Sorry. I'll finish off because Danny's going to finish off with a song, but thanks for coming out. All I would say is I've spoken to a lot of people throughout the evening, and some of you are going through storms. We've all gone through storms, some of them quite recently. If you're going through a storm, please speak to somebody about it. Don't hold it to yourself. And if you know somebody that's going through a storm, speak to them. This is called The Storm, and it's from one of my albums, which you can download in iTunes and all that kind of stuff. It's been a blessing and a pleasure to be here. I've been Michael McMillan. Thanks so much. In the middle of the storm, let me be your harbor. In the middle of the storm, let me be your light. Carried by life's roaring tide, we will be there by your side. We will help you through the night till the dawn comes again. In the middle of the storm, you will find the answer. In the middle of the storm, you will find the truth. The storm that you're going through, we will be there next to you. Someone you can hold on to until love comes again. As the storm closes in, you must keep on going until the fear you have known can touch you no more. And as you fight through each night without ever knowing that you will stand in His light on that beautiful shore. In the middle of the storm, you will find the answer. In the middle of the storm, you will find the answer. In the middle of the storm, you will find yourself. Thank you. Good night.
Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure performing next to Michael for the past couple of weeks and meeting his lovely wife, Alex. And it's been a wonderful, wonderful journey. And hopefully this will not be our last thing together. You know, your host and hostess, Randy and Helen, and all of you, and keep this giving a place for singer-songwriters to come and perform, and not only just in the room, but also going out in the world, and people are watching what's going on here, and so it's a wonderful thing that you're doing for a lot of people, and a pleasure it brings as well. Music is part of humanity, and when we don't have music, we're kind of lost a little bit, you know. And so some years ago, my next door neighbor and I, we wrote the song together because of the horrible storms that were hitting Texas and Louisiana in the hurricanes, and you can still down Sabine Pass, or they say Sardine Pass. So there was still a lot of blue tarts on homes where nobody was coming to help them. You know, there was a lot of people a year after one of the storms. I can't remember the name of the storm, but you're going to go down to Orange and Bridge City, and all those areas were just, you know, still, you know, yes, all full of, you know, the homes still not fixed or nothing. So this for all, just like Michael, you know, the song about storms. This is another one about those folks. And thank you all so much. When storms destroy our dreams, life becomes despair. Our heart is numb, no one seems to care. When tears come streaming down and hope no longer clear, the smallest voice says, I am near. I feel the touch of caring, pleasure deep inside. Hear us whisper, I'm always by your side. And when there is darkness and we no longer see. I believe in him 'cause he believes in me. He believes in me when hope is gone. He believes in me, my heart has a song. He's reaching out, take his hand and hold on. He believes, oh he believes in me. Oh come, you broken heart, the story has no end. It's time to touch the need, so let's begin. There's always tomorrow, the sunshine it shall be. I believe in him 'cause he believes in me. He believes in me when hope is gone. He believes in me, my heart has a song. He's reaching out, take his hand and hold on. He believes, oh he believes in me. There's hope for us tomorrow. Look past the stars, his hand can guide no matter where we are. I lift my eyes to heaven, for all of us can see. I believe that he believes in me. He believes in me when hope is gone. He believes in me, my heart has a song. He's reaching out, take my hand and hold on. He believes, oh he believes in me. He believes in me when hope is gone. He believes in me, my heart has a song. He's reaching out, take his hand and hold on. He believes, oh he believes in me. Hold on, hold on.
Daniel Marty. I'm going to close with some bagpipes, but no, I'll not bother.
Oh no.
You promised.
I cannot wait to get home to listen to both CDs. Oh, gosh.
Michael, it's only fitting when you get through to leave the people out like you
It's a bit of a minefield here, Randy.
Oh, gotta hear those.
I'm happy to play as they all walk out.
warring
This is a sad song.
Oh. Surprise, surprise.
No, it's about a girl I used to go to school with, called Amazing Grace. B flat.
Big deal.